Hi there, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today I want to talk to you about lead generation, performance-based marketing in the B2B space, the B2B industries that a lot of you might be familiar with. It could be insurance, it could be finance, loans, or it could be tax credits or tax refunds or whatever that is. There's a lot of lead gen offers in the B2B space. A lot of people are talking to me and asking me questions about whether it's possible and can you do it. So I'm going to talk to you today about if there is a market, where to find it, and what ad networks and what kind of hooks and angles to kind of think about in order to get people to raise their hand, have a look at the ad copy and get interested in the creative. And then go through to the funnel and convert. Before I do that, please subscribe to this channel if you want to get further lead gen tips like the ones I'm talking to you today about. So, all right, B2B lead gen, a lot of people think, well, businesses aren't on Facebook. And that's totally not true. I mean, I'm a business owner, and pretty much every single person on this street around here that live near me, some of them are business owners, and they're all on Facebook as well because I know them and I see them on Facebook. So there absolutely is, an opportunity to do lead gen in the B2B space and be able to generate leads at scale for the, for these type of industries. And I'll use, let's kind of think about, lending, B2B lending. That's a big one at the moment because a lot of businesses are struggling, because of the pandemic, and a lot of people are looking for, an extra cash injection to get them through this tough time. The furlough scheme's ending over here in the UK, and there's a market for it. So, if I was, I'm not in this niche, but if I was, what I would do is start looking for the kind of segments of the market that might be, if I'm running Facebook ads, that is, to be able to show ads to them that relate to the best type of businesses that are going to be high value and high quality for the client, for the end client. Okay, so I'm just freestyling here, but off the top of my head, if I was to look at angles or hooks, I'd be thinking about perhaps someone like me that has a decent turnover, is relatively successful, has staff, has good profit margin, and just wants an extra little bit of help to get them through this. Okay, so what characteristics do I have, and what am I looking for, and what am I thinking about on a daily basis? You have to get inside the head of the prospect, the consumer, the client, not your client, the client's client. Okay, so there could be a few things to think about. The first one could be that they pay VAT. Okay, the second one could be they pay corporation tax. The third one could be they have office space that might be dormant. Okay. There could be the fact, what else do I do? I also have American Express credit cards that I collect points on. That could be something that speaks directly to the type of person you want to speak to. Okay, so an ad, that's quite a good one actually. If you're a business owner with an Amex Platinum credit card, then you might be interested in finding out how you can boost your miles, and also be able to increase the revenue by hiring extra staff members or paying for your office space up front, whatever that might be. Okay, so that you're speaking to someone with an Amex Platinum credit card that has air miles, that's looking, that obviously is a bit more serious about business if they're putting point spend through their credit cards, and it might be a segment of the market to go into. To try for a hook or a creative. I'm not saying it might work, but you've got to be able to find those characteristics of the consumer, i.e. the prospect, that might be able to read that creative and be interested in that angle. And some of you might be thinking, well, yeah, but Dan, there's only 5,000 prospects in the UK that have an Amex Platinum card. Okay. Well, that's fine. Just put a smaller budget to that angle and hook and let it kind of tick over. Okay, and then try and find another angle into the market. So that the other one could be business owners that, like me, have ended the lease on their office because my staff, we haven't been able to come in because of COVID. And I'm thinking now about looking for a new office, and it might be that I don't particularly need it, but some businesses might need a cash injection to be able to cover the cost of a lease, or they might want to buy their office. So that might even be a better one. Okay, so are you a business owner that's not using their office anymore and looking to acquire an office at below market value, because now's the best time to buy because the high streets are empty, there's awesome office space with, you know, beer kegs or, you know, whatever. You can really add some personality to that ad. And that could be a really good angle into that market as well. So you've got the Amex, you've got the office space, that you could leverage the office space thing to be able to get some cash to buy the place that you really want for your staff, and hit the ground running when the pandemic ends, because there's growth and all that type of stuff, and the cost of office space is going to go up over time. You've got that one, and you might want to think of 2 to 3 or 4 or 5 other angles, and this is where the key is. You want to be able to find an angle for each type of person with your media buying, rather than going after the big broad 2% APR will compare the market for you and find you the best deal. It just doesn't work that way. That's what everyone else is doing, and you need to be smarter than that as a media buyer. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's given you a lot of insight into how you can compete and dominate in the performance-based lead generation space. And if you want to find out more about how to escape what I call agency jail if you're running retainer contracts, and move to a performance-based model, then I have a case study below which takes you through the kind of 5 steps that you need to think about in order to move to performance-based marketing and lead gen, and be able to earn, you know, 5-10 times more from one client than what you did from, you know, five retainer clients. So I hope you enjoy it. You know, click on the button below and it'll take you to that case study and you'll be able to check it out. Take care. Bye-bye.